Hey everyone, welcome to my Flosstube. This is Heather. This is a video about cross stitch. This is actually take two because I recorded the whole video and then realized there was like problems with my computer and it didn't work. So anyway, that's okay. We can do it again. It's fun. So anyway, this video is about cross stitch. Like I said, the cross stitch style that I like the most, I think, is like kind of country style, I would say. Like not really primitive, but almost primitive. And I also sometimes like contemporary. I really like a designer called Stitchrovia who's on Etsy. She's a British designer and she does a lot of typography and she can make like curving letters and letters on a diagonal, and it's just really, she does amazing work. She's very talented. So you should check her out. I'll link her shop below. And I would say my favorite designer is Stitching with the Housewives. We're going to have a whip parade today, and you'll see like tons and tons of Priscilla's work because I love it so much. Um, so that is all coming up. Um, since the last video, last week, I've been working, I've been stitching. My younger daughter started a musical theater class, which she really enjoys. And what else has been going on? I went to church this morning. That was really nice. I feel really peaceful when I go to church, so I really enjoy it. Um, And I think that's about it. There's a retreat coming up, a Stitch Etc. retreat, which is going to be in Greenwood, Indiana next summer. They are going to start registration for that tomorrow. It's in July. And unfortunately, I will not be able to attend. I am hoping Punch Needle magazine, what's it called? Punch Needle and Primitive Stitchers, I think, magazine. Last year, they had, or is it this year? They have a retreat in Virginia in Clifton Forge, and I'm in DC, so that would be like very like nice, to go to. Very close, drivable. Um, I think this year is sold out, and then next year they have like a spring retreat plan, but I'm hoping they'll also have the fall in Virginia one too. So I'm kind of waiting on that. And then if that opens up, then I'll go to that retreat. Because I've heard that retreats are like really fun and you meet all these great people and it's just so much fun. Days and days of stitching nonstop. How could that not be fun? I mean, come on, that's great. Um, so I really want to go to a retreat, but unfortunately, I will not be able to go to the Stitch Etc. one. And I have a finish. I showed you the Valentine's Kitty Bowl, like the finish, but now I have an FFO. So this is Valentine Kitty Bowl, and I had a lot of fun with this. This is Priscilla and Chelsea's fabrics from Stitching with the Housewives. This is their like Priscilla's plaids and Chelsea's checks in red. And this block is from Michael's from last summer. Priscilla was doing a lot of her finishing on these blocks. So I went out and bought a bunch of them. And then this is just like the ribbon up here. So I had so much fun stitching this design. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's going upstairs in my tier tray as soon as this video is over. Um, let's see. What else was I going to? Oh, I wanted to show you my Valentine stitching. I've been working on several different charts for Valentine's Day. I showed you my bag last time, but I'll show you again. This is the design board that comes with it, and you see the gnome fabric on the back. This is from Dot Dot Goose Designs, and I will link her down below too. And let's see. First, I want to show you, these are the floss drops from Fat Quarter Shot. These are the Valentine's. What do they call these? Floss drops, floss bitties. And so you have, I don't even have all of them left still, but there's a heart and there's a typewriter and the love stamp. And then the fourth one, there's also a bird, but I've used up all the birds. So there's that. I am working. I'm almost done with this. Primrose Cottage Stitches, Hugs and Kisses. Love this design. I love it so much. I'm doing it on Vintage Country Mocha. You see how close I am down here? That's me living on the edge. I don't know what I was thinking when I cut this fabric, but holy cow. Will I be able to sew the hearts? I have no idea. I hope so. Maybe. I mean, we'll just see. This, what was I thinking? I don't know. But it is what it is. I'm not going to stop. At first, I was going to stop. I was going to like not stitch the and. I was going to make it Hugs, Kisses, Valentine and just put some of the hearts up here. But then when I got here, I was like, oh, I can keep going. I've got room. So I put in wishes and now I have to like, well, I guess I could stop there. I could stop there, but I think I can get the hearts on there. So I'm just going to try. And then let's see. We also have something that is destined to become like a whip for next year, probably Be My Valentine, stitching with the Housewives, because I'm not very far on this and I'm gonna do like, see, I just have this one flower. These things take a while. It takes longer than you think it would, at least for me. I'm a slow stitcher. It takes me a while. I poke and stab, and it's a slow process. But the reason that I might not, well, I mean, I'm pretty definitely not going to get done with that is because what I want to do, I got this one from Primrose Cottage Stitches, and there's three of these little designs. They're 3 inches by 3 inches on 14 count, and I want to make little pillows out of them. So I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to like really work fast and work hard and get this done maybe this week. Fingers crossed, hopefully. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It goes pretty fast though, these Primrose Cottage Stitches ones. I'm not sure why or how, but it does. So that's the Valentine stitching. And now I'm going to show you my whips. We're going to have a little whip parade. We are going back in time to Christmas, maybe like a month ago, not even that long ago. And I will show you what I was working on. Well, first I'll show you my winter plans that went up in smoke. Look at that. I just found a needle minder. I find these all the time. So this, I was going to stitch this. This is Hello Frosty by Stitching with the Housewives. I was going to start this over Christmas break because I had these grand plans that I was going to finish so much stuff and then start this one and finish it in early January and hang it up. But things happen. What can I say? And as I was getting ready for this parade, I found my missing winter stitch, Snowed In Winter by Stitching with the Housewives. I stitched this on the color Frozen 14 count Ada by My Vintage Needle Arts, who's on Etsy. I'll link her down below. And I love this. I think it's just so awesome. The snow globe idea is fantastic. And this is how Priscilla finished it on this jar. I think the jar is from Stitch Etc., but I'm not sure. Um, but anyway, that was kind of like, oh, that's where that went to. It's still in the project bag because I was traveling and so it got left in there. But I'm happy I found it. And this is how I keep my floss. I keep it on jump rings. Um, and then I get like floss drops. So I've got, here's some more from Fat Quarter Shop. I see people that have really cute, like, it looks like cardstock or maybe like cardboard, and they have like, it's like scrapbook paper, but it's a floss drop. And I've got to figure out where those come from because I need them in my life. So I've got this one. This is like the general sewing theme floss drop from Fat Quarter Shop. And I'll show you. This is like almost full. So there's like floss. And I feel like I'm missing one. There's a needle. This one. I'm not sure where that is. So that's what's in that bag. And let me see. Then we've got a bunch of stuff that lives in Ziplocs because I need more project bags. tell my husband I need more. Um, this pattern I got like 2 years ago, and I love it. It's so pretty. Um, and you use Weeks Dye Works, and these lines are just from the variegation in the floss. So, and I have white chocolate Ada to stitch that on. I got this from my local Needleworks shop, which is like an hour away, but it's still in the same town because that's how it is here. Um, so I'm really looking forward to stitching that. I've had it for a long time. It does seem kind of Valentine's-y, and I kind of feel like I should be stitching that right now, but I'm not because I have my plans. I'm gonna stick with them at least for this week. I'll just like hang in there. Now we have another Christmas plan. It's not even really a work in progress because I haven't started. Um, so it's more like a kit at this point, but it's Jingles by Lizzie Kate, and I have all the patterns, and I have like I went to her website, and there was like a thing where you could print out the border. There's like a border, so I have that, and there's a bunch of these. I'm not even sure how many there are, and some of them I have two. So I'm gonna like show you the ones that I have two, and if anyone wants them, just let me know. Let's just do like first come first serve, okay? And just let me know. I'm not sure how to contact people on YouTube. Um, I could just put my email address in the comments or something. Um, so there's two here. We'll figure it out. This is also a duplicate, I'm pretty sure. This is a duplicate. I don't even know how I ended up with duplicates. I bought all of these on 123 Stitch, and I think I was adding them to the cart one by one. Cause like Fat Quarter Shop will put stuff like this all in one item. Like you buy like the set of Jingles, and it's all one item. I don't think 123 Stitch did that, and so when left to my own devices, I end up with duplicates. That's okay. I even do that when I'm not buying sets. I even buy multiple patterns just because I forget. It's okay. It's part of the aging process. And I'll show you, I'm going to stitch this on Vintage Country Mocha. I'm going to do 14 count so I can like motor through it and go fast. I'm still getting used to linen. I'm mainly an Ada stitcher. Um, here's the floss. But I am like, I have some linen projects, which I'll show you. I'm gonna try because I feel like I was watching my first video and I could see I was looking at the stitching, the Ada stitching, and I was like, oh, is that what that looks like? But I think it looks fine. I think it's fine. Anyway, this is my next plan. I haven't started this one yet either. This is Old Macdonald by Prairie Schooler. And I am going to change some colors here, like the pig, the horse, the cat, the dog, the chicken. I'm going to change colors on all those. Um, because I feel like it's a little monochrome. I guess it's supposed to be. Maybe that's how the song is. I can't remember. But like I don't want it to be all black and white. I want there to be like colors in there. So that's my plan. And I have the floss. I wrote it down, luckily, like which floss I was going to use for which animal because I ordered the floss. It comes in the mail. So like when I ordered it, I knew what I was doing. Like I knew like this color goes here and this color goes here and that's what this is for and but like by the time the floss gets here, like a week later, I'm like, "Huh? What's this? What am I doing with this?" I just put it in my bag and away I go. Like this is my bag of floss and I just shove things in there. There's a jump ring. I put stuff on the jump ring. I have no idea what it's for. But I'll figure it out. I have a list somewhere. Anyway, and this is the oatmeal. This is 25 count oatmeal Lugana that I'm gonna stitch it on. So that'll be fun, and that'll be another. That should be easier than linen because it's even weave. So we'll see how that goes. I may end up being an even weave kind of person. We'll see. I'm still pretty new to cross stitch. I've been doing it for 2 or 3 years, I think. Not too long. And this pattern I'm really excited about. This would be a great February project for President's Day. This is Blueskin by Plum Street Samplers. And Blueskin is the name of George Washington's horse right there. And I don't have all the floss for this yet because I'm looking at my floss. I'm looking at my floss here and there's no red. So I don't know what my plan is there. I'm using Touch of Blue, linen. This is not, at first I thought this was the called for fabric, but it's not. Um, the model is stitched on 36 count Nantucket Brew using 1/2. Oh boy. So I'm not doing that. This is 28 count. I'm going like 2/2 with that. And then next, we've got another kit that hasn't been started yet, but I got this around 4th of July last year. This is Freedom Reigns by Silver Creek Samplers. Really excited about this one. I saw this finished on Facebook and it looked great. So I went out and I got the pattern, I got the floss, I got the lady had finished it on a basket, so I got a basket. This is the floss that goes with it. I'm really excited. It's a lot of colors. It's it doesn't seem that big, but I guess it is pretty big. And next, now we're back into project bag land. This is I call this my Woodland Project Bag. It's got like woodland animals. I love it. So cute. I'll try to find the places that I buy my project bags on Etsy, and I'll try to find the Etsy sellers for these bags and link them below just to give them some love. This is Gingerbread Cookies. I haven't started this yet. My plan, at first, I cut black fabric, like black Ada for this, but then on Facebook, on the Stitching with the Housewives group, I saw somebody had stitched this on Vintage Country Mocha, like the brownish beige, and it looks so good. And she had done the word gingerbread in red, and then like I think like cherry cobbler, classic colorworks, and it was just awesome. It was variegated. It was so awesome. And so I'm gonna do that with this whenever I get back to Christmas stitching, which like I don't know, like it won't be too long. I just have to. I did so much Christmas stitching in the fall that I did it for like 2 months, and so I have to have a break. It's been a month that I've had a break from it. Um, I'll probably take like 1 more month break and then try to like maybe get one pattern in rotation. But who knows? I don't make plans very far in advance with cross stitch because like Kimberly on Fat Quarter Shop has like half a year planned out, I think, of stuff. But she also stitches really fast. I am slow and I change my mind. And my philosophy with cross stitch is that it's fun and it's a hobby. And it's supposed to be fun and it's a hobby. So, like, if I find myself not wanting to do something and I'm in the middle of it, I just put it down because I figure I'm not, I mean, it's supposed to be fun. So if I don't want to do this, why am I doing it? So I just stop. But that's how I end up with like tons of whips too. So I don't know. It's a double-edged sword. But anyway, here's some more. Here's the Christmas floss drops from Fat Quarter Shop. There was four. I can't remember. I think Santa was one of them. But here you've got like Mrs. Claus and a snowman. And I think there was two other. I think there's a reindeer and Santa. Um, and then this. Let me find the patterns. This bag is Farmhouse Christmas by Little House Needleworks. And so I got this set from Fat Quarter Shop. So there's no duplicates. I'm really excited about this. I got the called for linen I think Kimberly used beautiful beige, like 16 count beautiful beige, but I got the cup for Portobello linen. Get that closer. It's not focusing. There we go. But I love this pattern. I think it's just so, it's like charming. It's just really, really adorable. But I have learned from Fall on the Farm that even though these things are small, they still take a while. Like it's deceptive because like just the border takes a while. Um, maybe I'm just very impatient. I don't know. But here's I started this um, for the first square that I'm doing, which I forget which one it is right now. There's a plan. I think I'm gonna follow like however. I guess somewhere there's a number one, so that's what's going there. Let me see. Let me put this stuff back before I lose it. And then I'll show you the next one. This is a bag that I made. I got this fabric from Joann's. Um, and I ordered this scissor fob on Etsy, and then I use it as a zipper pull because I like the beads. I think it's pretty. But you can see, like, I'm not the best sewer in the world. But it was fun and, it was fast. Like, usually you order a project bag and it takes like a month to get here. But, with that, it took me like 3 hours to make this, and I am not an experienced sewer at all. I had to like teach myself on YouTube how to use my sewing machine. And then it took me 3 hours after that. So this pattern in this bag is Silent Night by Stitching with the Housewives. And I'm just doing this just like the call for on Ada, the call for Classic Colorworks. Um, this is like a really, really beautiful pattern. And I've seen it stitched kind of like that, like without the houses and without Santa. And it sort of emphasizes the church more, which I like. I think it's nice. But my plan is to do the whole thing. But I think I'll start like this so that if I get to this part and I'm like kind of tired of it and done, then I can just stop. But I have this board, this wooden like finishing piece, so I need to finish it so I can just put it on that board and everything's done. So on to the next one. Continuing our parade. Oh, okay, I'll do one more. That's actually the end of it, but let me do one more, just since I said I would. This is another pattern. This actually got moved from a project bag to a Ziploc um, because I hadn't stitched it in so long and I needed my project bags. But this is another beautiful one from Stitching with the Housewives. This is America the Beautiful, and Priscilla stitched it on black, of course, but whoops, things are going everywhere. I'm doing navy Ada. Let me see where we are here. America the Beautiful. And I've learned, see the fabric is going to be all messed up because I've left these clips on it. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, it's not too bad. But I learned someone was saying that like if you have your work in a Q-snap or in a hoop that you don't leave it in there overnight, or like when you put down your stitching you take it out of the hoop and out of the Q-snap. And that was like such a revelation for me because I actually taught myself to stitch in hand because I was so tired of having sometimes what were permanent marks from hoops and Q-snaps on my fabric and on my stitching. And it was really like even after I ironed it, it wouldn't come out. It just would not come out. And I was like, this is crazy. I'm going to stitch in hand. But then everything was fine. And then when I moved to like bigger projects, it is unwieldy. Like you have to, because fabric is in the way. So then it was like, how do you gather fabric? And you use a frame. And then somebody said, you take the frame off. And I was like, oh, brilliant. That's what I'll do from now on. So, so anyway, that is my plan. Like I just took that clip off. because I don't want it to mess up my fabric, especially given the fact that I am like the slowest stitcher on earth. It could be sitting in a clip for like a year, you know? I mean, it really could be a long time. So anyway, that is it for now. I'm going to stop and we will continue the whip parade next week. My plan is to upload a video every week on Sunday. It might not always be Sunday, but it will be every week, I would say, because I enjoy it. I think it's fun. It's a fun community of cross stitchers on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram. I'm Heather Loves Stitching on Instagram. Um, so be great to join me there and go ahead and like the video and subscribe and click the notification bell to get notifications when I post my next video. And thanks for watching and have a wonderful week.